Okay, let's be realistic here. I mean, let's be really, really, really realistic. Gaming, at least on the console side of things, is at a weird impasse. Right now, we're looking at this article here where Microsoft apparently is looking to push a diskless Xbox One S model that could come as soon as next month. And a lot of people are talking about this. A lot of people are really talking about the concept of a diskless Xbox One. Not the One X, which is weird because you figure that they would want that, but it's got the 4K DVD players. That's why. But ultimately, I'm kind of okay with this, to be honest with you. I'm okay with it only for one simple reason. If it's cheaper than the One X, then by all means, digital is definitely taking over in regards to the console market. And it's just the way things are. Unfortunately, though, that doesn't mean that the price of the game is going to be cheaper, even though the middleman is ultimately cut out. So that part's pretty bad. Now, it says here that Microsoft is supposedly about to launch an Xbox One S without a disk drive. According to Windows Central, Microsoft will show off a diskless Xbox One S all digital edition next month, with pre-orders expected to open up in mid-April, codenamed Xbox Maverick. The console will then be available in stores by May, about a month before the E3 2019 event. So we heard about this last year, which we did. Last autumn it came out. And a lot of people, I think we're ultimately okay with it. You are going to have your hardcores that are going to want the physical media, and there is an absolute market for it. I'm in no way am I deriding that market? Am I criticizing that market? A lot of what I have is very, very, very based in physical. The truth of the matter is, I wish I could find a mixture between both. I would love to own a physical copy of something, but I also want the ease and access of digital. It puts me in this weird place where I have to remember where a game is. I have to remember where I put it. Is it in the right case? All of these elements that go into being a console game owner. It's a problem. Yeah, it's a first world problem, but it's a problem nonetheless, especially when I look for the old game and I find another game in its place, and then it becomes a backwards trek trying to find out where I put it, only to spend 20 minutes realizing, oh, right, I don't have it anymore. I still have the case, but not the game. Jesus Christ. Nah. But that's one of the reasons why I like the digital space. I do. But there's a downside of that too, which we'll talk about. The Microsoft Discless Xbox One S will work exclusively with the digital copies of games. I think that's pretty kind of self-explanatory. Microsoft will reportedly offer a way to ship its diskless console with pre-installed games, meaning owners should be able to pick up the games they want installed before the console goes out to them. The point of all that is Microsoft is going to be able to offer a cheaper console than its existing Xbox One S. Now, that is a fascinating thing, isn't it? That's a fascinating aspect. So if you could sit there and pre-order this console and go, okay, you go to you check it, you go to your inbox, and it's like, okay, or you check out your cart, whatever the hell it's called, and they go, what do you want to add? Do you want to add in, Crackdown 3, State of Decay 2, the Halo the Master Chief Collection, PUBG, whatever other exclusive Xbox One X game there is. And you could then add it digitally to your cart. It then pre-downloads it, puts it in a package, and ships it off to you. All the patches, all the updates are ready to go. By the time you get it, it's just plug and play. Now that is fascinating. That's fascinating to me because it takes out, it's going to be, here's the thing. It's fascinating in its pointlessness. How about that? But it does serve a purpose. See, for a person like me, I get fast internet, 400 megabytes down. I can download an 80 gigabyte game in about 2 hours. It goes by pretty quick. But not everyone can do that. Not everyone who would be picking up this diskless version would be able to do that. Not everyone would be able to spend the data in order to download the game. So being able to pick an a la carte version of these titles, have them already pre-installed on the system and ready to go, would be really, really, really well for gamers that are going to buy this before going out of town, or they live in an area where they're not able to get solid, broadband connection, or they don't want to go through their data plan on like their smartphone or something. And there are gamers that do that. that connect through T-Mobile or Verizon or AT&T. They find I don't think, yeah, what's AT? Yeah, it is AT&T. They find ways to do that. So having the ability to get that first is definitely going to be good for securing the pre-orders. But then, of course, once you do that, it's not like you can send back the console and have them then send you a new console with any updated games you may want to get, never mind the size of the hard drive itself. So while it's cool for an upfront investment into having this sort of thing, when you want to, 6 months later, when you want to get new games, you're going to be, you're going to be in the situation of going, oh, right, well, I got to make space anyway. And then I got to go and find a way to download it. What's going to happen when those people that are met in that same exact spot are going to have problems trying to get the updates or, the bandwidth in order to be able to download these ever growing titles? I mean, what is it? Red Dead, 80, 90 gigs, right? I have it digital on both the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One X. And you know what? It's a big, big, big thing. I've looked at my data after I downloaded it, and Comcast is all like, you're getting dangerously close, kid. Anyway, apparently the Blu-ray drive in the Xbox One S is what's keeping the price high, but if it's removed, the price will lower. The console will also be specifically designed for the Xbox Games Pass, a subscription service that offers access to more than 100 digital games. The company hasn't revealed how many Xbox Games Pass subscribers there are, but it's indicated that millions are paying for it, like $10 a month. And you can get State of Decay 2, you can get Crackdown 3, you can get all the exclusives. And that is going to probably maintain when it goes over to the Switch, when they start publishing games on the Switch, if that happens, but that's the rumor at this point in time. So it does seem that they are trying to really go for this digital-only world. But again, talking about people who live in low bandwidth areas, not having access to fiber or solid broadband, that's a problem. My dad and my brothers are on DSL. Now, the DSL works are able to do everything that I'm able to do, but they have moments where it hiccups, and it hiccups pretty heavily, especially if one of them is trying to live stream while the other two are trying to watch Netflix or Hulu or something else they find. This is a problem that is going to come up as well. But ultimately, it's one that can just be relegated by trying to space out when in the day people are trying to massively use the internet. So it's also prepping an xCloud gaming service that will be able to stream games to PCs, consoles, and mobile devices. So the xCloud is, again, another part of it. They ultimately want to get rid of the disk drive. They want to get rid of physical media because then they're able to actually kind of just license it out to you. You don't ultimately own a digital copy. You really don't. They grant you the license to use it, and I'm pretty sure they could find a way to take it away from you if they ever wanted to. That is, in essence, a problem, 100%, full stop. The way that I'm looking at this, though, and at least the way that I find this to be the most fascinating, has everything to do with what it could possibly indicate, what it could mean for the future. Because, the Xbox, or not Xbox, Best Buy got rid of their Gamers Club Unlocked last year. Mine actually expires next month, so I've got to put a lot of money down on games that are coming out in order to get my hands on that sweet, sweet 20% off discount that I've had for the last 4 years. But once that goes away, once I'm back to paying full price, I might just start going more digital because the price doesn't change. And that is a problem. Back in 2014, there was a big push, even led by Boogie, for discount digital. As we were coming into the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, people were buying more digital games, especially this happening on PC, being that the case like the entire time. People wanted to get the discount digital. Like if you're cutting out Walmart, GameStop, Target, Best Buy, Kmart, whatever. If you're getting rid of all those things, if you're cutting all those things loose, then go ahead and cut the price. Cut the price. Don't cut the cost of the console. We're going to invest the money into it. We're going to invest the money into it, but you need to sit there and cut the damn price. Or more people are just going to wait for games to go on sale. And if you look at how Xbox and PlayStation Network operate, there are sales happening all the time. There's an Ubisoft sale happening right now. That's like I don't know, they have one every quarter or something. They always rush through these sales and you can wait. Like I picked up Red Dead 2 for PlayStation 4 digital for $40. And that was only a few months after it came out in general. What they're going to start doing if they don't discount the digital right off the bat is eventually the fear of missing out is going to go away. With games like Apex Legends completely kicking ass and being free, developers and publishers, especially when we get more into the digital only marketplace. They're going to have to find a way to start curbing the costs, because with games like Anthem being as bad as they are, a full $60 AAA release, as bad as it is, what if it bricks this console? You're screwed. You know what I mean? So something to consider for the future, but I am curious to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Please support the channel on Patreon or become a channel member. Links below in the video description. Subscribe if you're new, hit like if you like it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this clip from Whatever. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, subscribe. You can even submit your own stories to peskyadblock@gmail.com or call the voicemail line. If you want to help support the channel financially, you can always join the channel, become a member today, or go to patreon.com/mundane Matt. Thank you guys again so much. Have yourself a great day, and peace out.